Hello. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Well, shit. I've just been talking for the past 10 minutes to nobody then. Anyway, what I was saying earlier... Well, anyway, FSG didn't do the setup I expected here, but what they have done is similar to what they did against CF on Cryptic, where they've put Furryman on Dungeon on the solo and put all their strongest fraggers to sort of cover 2 points. Which, I kind of like that strategy here, to be honest with you. We'll see if it works out. Close game to start, 2 minutes in. Essentially tied right now. Putzy doing a nice job against Ram up here so far, and Riven was controlling that main bouncer. Watercater or whoever is playing low is going to have a pretty easy time against Furryman, but we'll see if R changes anything. Like, perhaps to counter that, they would want to put Murder on Dungeon against Furryman and get their top 3 players playing Bridge and Statues, which is what the strategy of FSG is up to this point. See 3 on Statues currently for R. Yeah, so it's Qubit on lower, and of course he's going to win lower pretty easily against Furryman, but if Furryman can at least keep it somewhat close, not lose too hard, they got their I kind of like this strategy, and it's working out decently so far. They do have a 7-point advantage. Just check in with Riven. 2 of them on the backside of Bridge right here. Watercater goes down, they have that. And looking at the points, 16 points on Statues for Putzy to the 15 of Ram, so actually a slight advantage for Putzy right there. And Bridge. Bridge is being heavily won by FSG. Riven and Jost are dominating Bridge. So of course they're going to lose Dungeon, but look at Furryman, he's only down by 5 points on Dungeon, so 10-point advantage already for FSG, and I like their strategy here. Typically the go-to is to stick your weakest player on the 2v2 spot, but in the last 2 matches, FSG has been using him on a solo and just trying to really dominate the other 2 points with their 3 strongest fraggers, as they do have a really good frag power between Riven, Putzy, and Josh, so very good start right here. Look at the advantage, up to 15 now. And I will remind you, this was the pick of R. So excellent start as watch Riven doing a good job controlling this top bouncer here. Nice double kill right there, holding Bridge and Statues. Is Riven going to try to pick up, I believe that's Watercater, or probably Murder, just do that. But there he gets a Watercater, and a Rampage for Riven. Let's stay with him for now, as Riven doing a great job. 21-point lead for FSG here. Impressive, they've really figured it out. I think my I think my stream in their last group stage match really inspired them, because ever since... Oh, dominating for Riven with the multi. Riven on fire right now. But ever since then, they've been playing, they've been plugging every day, practicing as a team, and they had a great showing against CF in the first round, and we see why. They are dominating R right here on R's map choice, so you can see why CF had a hard time against them as well. They really got it figured out, FSG. Furryman is only down by 3 points on Dungeon, by the way, against Cupid. So that was supposed to be their weak area, and Cupid is barely winning there, so... What do you do? Look at Watercater and Murder. 30 efficiency, the 2 of them. They're just getting completely destroyed on Bridge. They only have 10 points combined on Bridge. Does R. And look at Riven. He's got 40 points on Bridge. And Josh another. So 47 to 10. 47 to 10 currently is the Bridge difference. Massive. Statues. Putzy has a 3-point advantage over Ramdrop on that as well. So they're basically winning every point right now. Slight advantage on Dungeon. That's it. And it's not by much. It's going to be tied. Josh dropping down, helping out the furry man right here, trying to get back up to bridge, being shot at. Cubit was up top. Furry man getting it back. And very, very nice start here for FSG. They do need to get bridge back, though. It's actually been red for a while, and R is starting to close that gap a little bit here. Okay, they do have control back. They do have bridge and statues. And watch Putsy. Nice shot on a ram right here. Oh, he saw him. He knows where he's going to be coming. Nice shot by Ram, but I believe Riven killed him. Yeah, he did before you could tag. So Riven doing a nice job. That's how you want to play that top bouncer position. You're really focusing, helping statues more. And turning towards bridge when you need to, as Josh is controlling that back area. All 3 points held by R right now, though, but well, 13-ish point advantage still for FSG. So very nice start here. Nice double by Cubit. All 3 points were held there, but now instantly all 3 points held by Red. See if they can hold this. They have made a change, by the way. R has made a change as they were losing pretty bad. They put Cubit on bridge. So who did they move down to dungeon? I'm guessing they put Murder down there. That'd be the most logical choice since it is, yeah, Furry Man playing dungeon, yeah. So we got the battle of the 300s in dungeon here. And I think that is the right choice by R. If they're going to run their top 3 on bridge and statues, you got to do the same. And to be honest, Cubit was not doing well against Furry Man anyway. He only had a couple point lead against him. So about a 10-point advantage now. So Cubit moving to bridge has definitely helped. Ram cannot pick up Putsy. Oh, didn't expect him to suicide there. He's coming back now. Putsy ready for him. Oh, what is that at statues? 42 to 40, well, 43 to 44 now, and Putsy's about to tie. All 3 points held. Light blue for some time here. And very impressive. FSG looking very good here. 11 minutes left to go, by the way, in map number 1. Looking good on campgrounds here. Certainly a much improved team than the FSG that we saw lose to FA here during the group stage. We continue to watch Ram desperately try to get statues back, and he finally has it. But Riven is there, and does he kill Watercater too? Let's go back to Riven, actually. We were watching him earlier, and he was doing a really nice job of playing that top bouncer position. And doing a great job of it here. Does go down. He's going to help out Dungeons for a second here. And Suicide, good play. Riven going to try to make his way back at bridge now. The lead is up to about 20 here now for FSG, but all 3 points held by R. Approaching the midway point of map number 1. I sure did, Bungie. But you know what? I like it. They watched the cast, and hey, if that gave them motivation, then God bless them. Because they always had the potential to be a good team. They have good frag power and everything else. They were playing too much for themselves early on in the season. But now, as you can see, they're helping out each other. They're playing more as a team, and I like the strategies they're bringing too. I like the idea of putting Furry Man on the solo and really stacking to control 2 points. Maps like Campgrounds and Cryptic, you can really utilize that strategy well. And it's working out pretty well right here, although R has started to come back, by the way. The lead is only about 5 now for FSG, so starting to throw a bit here is FSG, as they did have, I think, close to a 30-point lead at one point here. So Riven is going to get bridge back, but 2 points held, and the game is tied now, by the way. So the change of moving Murder to Dungeon has paid off. But all 3 points held once more by FSG. We'll see if they can control this for some time and get some of that lead back here. Riven did not hear that lift at statues. gonna pick up Cupid though. Statues is held. Picks off Ram Drop. That's a good kill. As I'm sure Putsy's gonna head over there now and tag that one. And all 3 points held once more. So starting to build up that lead again. Riven doing a great job up here. Nice kill on a Ram Drop. And this is how you want to play this top bouncer position. Riven doing a perfect job of it. 10-point lead. As R did actually tie the game after being down about 30. But it is FSG starting to come back, and it's funny, Murder's actually done a better job on Dungeon than Cubit was, which doesn't really make sense, but that's how it's worked out. Let's check back. Let's watch Josh for a little bit here anyway. Where is he going? Did not take the lift up statues. I'm not sure what he's doing actually. Best of 3, yep. This was R's map choice. Second map is gonna be oh my god, why am I drawing a blank? Really am getting old. Second map is Lament. Holy shit. It was such an unexpected map pick by FSG, that's probably why I forgot it, but yeah, Lament is second map. Malice is third if needed. Ram Drop doing a nice job controlling statues here. They do have control of bridge, so it's FSG, so we'll see if Riven rather comes over here to try to pick Ram off. Here he comes now, yeah, and does get that shot. So they should get statues back now. Lead back up to near 20 again. Good composure by FSG after kind of blowing a big lead. They've regained that lead back. So nice job there. Just under 7 minutes left to go. Still anyone's game as Red is holding all 3 points right here. Nice shot by Ram Drop. Putsy not going to get this time. Does spawn statues and does make the kill. On all Ram, that's a clutch kill right there before Putsy can tag it. And let's watch that one-on-one again. And he's probably going to need some support from Riven to get back over there. It does kill Cubit, but Ram Drop is waiting for him. Watercator was over there too. Lead is only 9 now. They're actually holding statues, but not bridge. Where is Riven? Cubit playing back bridge. Here's Riven now. When Riven has a stronghold up here is when FSG really starts to pile the points on. So Riven being very important right here. Does pick off Ram. He's going to need Putsy to get back over there. Nice shot on the Cubit before he can tag. The lead is only 5 though. They got to get bridge tagged once more. There we go. All 3 points held briefly until Dungeon falls. Battle of the Fur and Murder going on down there. Yeah, I did not expect Lament. R did ban Cryptic, of course, which is a good choice. I don't think any team would beat FSG on Cryptic, to be honest with you. Definitely their best map. But I did not expect FSG to pick Lament. I did not expect that. And they banned Cinder, which I didn't expect either. I thought FSG would ban either Campgrounds or Garden. Neither one was banned. And, yeah, we'll see. Lament is a frag-heavy map, which makes sense for FSG. The only issue is I don't see, like, who's going to play against Ram Drop top there, because I don't feel like they have anyone that is going to keep it close up there, because I think Riven plays Central on Lament, so who knows, maybe they're going to play a similar strategy and just throw Furryman up there and try to control Central and lower, and if they put Furryman top, they'll for sure force Ram Drop to leave top, because he'd be wasted up there in a 1v1. I don't know, we'll see what they must have something planned for Lament. I'll be interested to see. They've been doing some good strategies. Can't believe my mic was muted for that. I was talking that whole time when I first started. Well, first I had to restart the stream because I was in, and I went to minimize UT and my computer just restarted itself. So then there was that, and then, yeah, and then I was talking for like 10 minutes straight before the map started, and was muted the whole time apparently, so that's fun, that's good. The lead has grown substantially, by the way. Let's switch to someone else. We've been on Riven for a while. Let's check out the big fur on Dungeon Battle Against Murder. About 30 points now, nearly. But Red is holding all three, but there's only 3 minutes left, so this would be quite huge if FSG can win Campgrounds. R's map pick. That is definitely a statement maker right here. That's right, Vegito.
3 minutes remain.
That is right. So, is this insurmountable at this stage? They're down... Yeah, they're down by 22. With just under 3 minutes, it's possible. That's going to be tough. Let's check in with Ramdrop. And he's going to be critical here. The problem is Ramdrop hasn't been able... I mean, this has not been a true 1v1, right? Like, he's had to deal with Riven, who's done a great job at the main bouncer shooting across and killing him nonstop, so... it's been beneficial because no one is really contesting Riven's position over there. Watercater surely does not have any frag power whatsoever, does Watercater, so he cannot deal with Riven over there, which has made, it's made Putsy's job a lot easier here on statues, and it's been quite critical. Riven's position has been the game changer here, as he's really helping control statues. So let's look at the statues points. 98 for Putsy, and 95 for Ramdrop, so Putsy does have more points on statue, and of course Bridge, very one-sided all game long for FSG. They have narrowed the gap here and continue to hold all 3 points, so I will say the lead is down to just about 10 here. And we got a minute and a half left. See if FSG can hold on for a massive map 1 win on Campgrounds. They still do hold Bridge. They just did lose statues though. Nice shot onto Riven by Ramdrop there. Gets this. Oh, nice kill by Putsy. Only a minute left, and they are down about 10 here. And Blue holds all 3 points, so I think Blue is gonna do it. Take a miracle, I feel. Josh is even over here too. Riven coming over. Oh, that was actually Putsy. Nice shot right there. And yeah, they're gonna do it. They're gonna win map number 1, surely. Very impressive. I love the strategy they chose. Again, putting Furryman on Dungeon and really using their frag power to control 2 points. That's how they beat CF on Cryptic, and they've used the same strategy here on Campgrounds, and very effective. Ram is holding statues. They do have control at 2 points, but with only 20 seconds left, I don't think it's going to be enough time. As they're down about 15 right now. There's no way. FSG has done it. They're going to win map number 1. And I'm sure that would be unexpected by a lot of people. As we did watch FSG, like I said earlier, lose to FA here in the group stage, but they are a much improved team, and they've done it. And that is a map 1 win pretty handily, 18-point victory. MVP of the map going to Riven right there. 105 points on Bridge. Look at the Bridge points, just gross. And Riven did an excellent job of really helping statues there, but Ramdrop did still manage to edge statues briefly, 111 to 105. So props to him for that, because he had to deal with Putsy and Riven pretty much that whole time. He didn't have much of any support. Just Watercater does not have the frag power to deal with Riven up there, so props to Ramdrop for actually still winning his points somehow. I think we're switching servers now, right? Or if they just agreed to stay. Did seem kind of silly to switch to another UK server, but... Looks like they're gonna stay, so that's good. Okay, so maybe we are switching. So I am very curious to see... By the way, what is this map? This is clearly Overflow, but why does it look so fucking weird? Is this some weird version of Overflow that I haven't seen or something? It looks like the exact same map, but the textures are all weird. I'm curious to see what they do. They must have a plan. Lament doesn't seem like a logical pick. Because they don't have anyone who can really play against Ram Drop Top, but... I'm very curious to see what their strategy is. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. If they put Furryman top, we are switching servers. If they put Furryman top and, fuck's sakes. And tried to really dominate the other 2 points, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, that's obviously the most logical setup, I would say, Extreme. But just seeing of what they've done things against CF, and the same as on Crown. They've done setups that you wouldn't expect, which has really thrown teams off, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did something like that. Because think about it, if you put Furryman top, right? What are they going to do? Like, Ramdrop will be forced to leave, right? Like, he would stay there initially, but if they start losing, he would be forced to leave top because he's not being utilized against Furryman, surely. So he'd be forced to switch to lower, probably. And then you're on a 2v2 fragging point where Ram isn't as impactful as you would be on the solo. So we'll see. We shall see. I don't know what's going on. 3 of them are still here. I thought I put in the other IP, but... that's the same server. I'm an idiot. Okay, there's 4 of them in here. I guess we are staying here. So if R loses this, they are heading down to the lower bracket. And FSG going to move on to the semis. Is going to take a map 2 victory by R to force a tiebreaker. What the hell is this? Oh, this is Typhoon, it looks like, right? No. Looks like a weird version of Typhoon. I don't know what the hell this is. You like it, Cassie? All it is the Master Arena. It's all the tracks that they use in their game. And I've been a big supporter of Master Arena, so I typically will use their music on my streams. And it fits well with UT, as they are working on a UT-style game. They picked a good music for it. So this should be interesting. Okay, well, this time we'll put the camera... Ooh. Let's put it like here. We can see 2 points here. So let's see what is going to happen. The initial setup clearly for R is going to be Ram Drop top, Qubit on central, Watercater and Murder on low. That much we know. And you would think FSG would be what Extreme said. That is what you would think, right? Riven on central, Josh on top, Putsy and Furryman lower, which they might do, but I just have a feeling they're going to do something weird. This is not a map I expected them to pick, so they must have something planned. You're damn right I have the best floating cam. You got that right, man. That's true, Extreme, but I think Cubit's actually really good on Central here, so he could actually keep that close against Riven. But who knows, he might be having an off day, because he was barely even beating Furry Man on Dungeon, so... Putsy and Furry Man should win low. Watercater and Murder always on the 2v2 point, and there is no frag power there. 0. So they're forced using those two on the 2v2 point, and 2v2 points are usually more about frag power, so I don't know. The whole thing is top. I just want to see what they're going to do on top. So I'm going to start it with Furry Man. I want to see where he's playing. As we are underway. Here he is. And he is going low. Okay, so they're not going to do the weird-ass shit. So it is going to be probably what we said, the expected setup. Furry Man and Putz low. So who's playing against Ramdrop top? Watch Putsy try to hold low for a second. Okay. Riven is on Central against Cubit, which is expected. So I guess it's Josh on top then. Let's watch him. This is going to be tough. See how he can do. Josh, an underrated player. Decent start here. Did get a nice spawn. Ramdrop was ready for that one though. Let's watch Ram for a bit. So this is going to be the challenge. Riven is going to need to win Central, surely. Cubit has a lead there right now by 3, 5-2. We know that they're going to win lower, surely. Watercater and Murder, like I said, have no frag power. I do not see them keeping lower very close. All 3 points held for a little while here by Red. Tie game. Blue did start out with a slight lead in the early stages here. Riven helping out top there for Mr. Josh. How is Central looking now? By 4. This is going to be a close game by the looks of it, but this is how Campground started out. And let's check out Riven on Central against the Q. This is going to be actually a pretty critical point, this Central position, I feel. Riven is going to need to win this. You see Murder moving over to help. All 3 points held by FSG right here. Check out the early going lower. They have... Aura has only 4 points to the 15 of FSG, so as expected, Watercater and Murder not going to get it done over there, so... The lead is up to 8 right now for FSG, and it is coming through lower mainly. But Riven is also winning Central by about 4 or 5 points right here. So we watched the work of Riven, who, in my opinion, was the MVP of map number 1. Really did a great job on that top bouncer position on Campgrounds, and he's going to move over, try to assist Josh here. Cannot kill Ramdrop this time, though. And he did fall off there. You want to take the right hallway on Central here, but perhaps not intentional. And lead for FSG remains. Still only 6 points on lower for Watercater and Murder. They just... I don't know what they're going to do with it. I'm assuming they're going to try to switch something if the lead continues to grow here for FSG. But for one thing, I don't think Murder should be moving over to help Central, because his own point is just getting manhandled. See two people moving over Watercator and Cubit was back there, so pretty good early lead here. About 15 points for FSG. And look at lower. It's just permanently blue. I'd never see that thing red. So watch Josh again in the battle against Ram. How's that looking? 16 to 20, so good job so far by Josh. And like I said, Josh, an underrated player. He's very strong on the solos. Let's actually check out Putsy. It's a rare occurrence where Red actually has lower, by the way. Let's watch Putsy try to get this back here. All 3 points held right now for Red. It's going to help them come back here. Down by 10 still. Be pretty impressive for FSG to go 4-0 to start the playoffs. That would be pretty impressive stuff. This map's a long way from over though, and the lead is only 6 right now for FSG, so let's watch Putsy playing outside. Gonna be controlling this lower and these spawns pretty heavily, but oh, big kill by the Fur. Putsy does finally get Watercator and Murder, and they're gonna continue to hold that. What do they got now? They got 37 points to 37 to only 16 between Watercator and Murder. Central, by the way, Cubit 19, Riven 26, so lower and Central being won by FSG, lower being won by a ton, and top 22 for Josh and 33 for Ram. So, I mean, Ram is, of course, going to win top, but Josh is keeping it close. Only about a 10-point lead there for Ram Drop, and that is not going to be enough to offset the ass-pounding that is occurring on this lower point. Let's check out good old Riven again. Playing Central. Got that dreaded back spawn. I swear that's the only place I spawn when I play Central. Nice monster right here to Riven. All 3 points held by Blue momentarily. Lower actually is held by Red, surprisingly, at the moment. So 13 minutes left. The lead is 6 right now. 7, make it 7. For FSG, can they send R to the lower bracket? They are in good shape. R in a must-win on this map after losing campgrounds. And Riven doing a nice job once more. 37 to 25 here now. He's the lead against Cubit. All 3 points held by FSG as well. And at what point is R going to make a change? Still a fair amount of time, so they're probably going to keep it as is for now, but at some point they're going to have to make the decision to change something, and I don't even know what that would be, to be honest with you. Perhaps you could try to move... Ugh. I don't even know what you would do, actually. Yeah, I don't even know. There's no real logical switch they can make, to be honest. I think the only thing they could try to do is maybe move Ram Drop to Central to play against Riven. And put Cubit to play top against Josh. I think that would be their best option if they do feel like they need to switch lane to come back. But they're still only at a 10-point disadvantage, so they don't need to change anything yet. But if it comes to that, that would be the only real option that I can see, to be honest. 11:30 left. Watch Josh against the Rammer up top. What is that now? 50 for Ram to 35. So about a 15-point advantage there for Ram. So Josh doing a pretty good job up here. Ram very strong in this position. Do we even want to look at the lower? 62 points for Putsy and Furryman against the 32-ish for Watercater and Murder. So big time lead over there, and Central, of course, being won by Riven as well. That lead is growing again, by the way. 154, 139. Yeah, I think so, Dekel. I know Cupid has played top before, and he might not necessarily beat Josh, but they'll be relatively even-ish. And at least Ram can stop the bleeding on Central. It's really the only option I see. They can't do anything about lower, honestly. What are you going to do? The problem with R is they have no frag-heavy players. Like, none of them, except for Ram, can frag. So, what do? You can't do anything to help lower, so they got to find a way to win top and get Central closer. Let's watch Ram for a bit. I wouldn't say Ram is struggling. He's playing pretty strong. Josh is good. He's super underrated. Generally shoots over 40 ACK. He's a good player. And seems to know iDom well. Like, he seems to know all the maps, gets to his point quick. I played against him on Malice top. He was very good there. He's a good player. The lead is 15 still by FSG, by the way. Lower just permanently blue. Central has been red for a bit here. And Ram was holding top for some time there. But even, like, you see Ram, and he's doing everything he can. But even that hold, he held top for a while there, and the lead was not really changed at all. Come back a little bit. A 12-point lead now. Red holding all 3 points for a bit. That'll help. So where is Josh? Alright, let's switch it up. Cupid. Nah, let's not watch Cupid. Eight minutes left, 10, 11-point lead. Furryman just chilling on Central for a bit there. Putsy, he has that ability too, because Putsy can just sit in that lower bunker and hold it against Murder and Watercater pretty easily, so the roamage to Central can occur. Indeed he did. Right after Roomba said that, he started to really take over top there. FSG, impressive stuff. Really got it together as a team, and they are a force now. They beat Bungie's team in round 1 of the playoffs, and it looks like they're going to beat Ramdrop's team now. And pretty handily beat them too. Campgrounds was never really in question. FSG was leading from start to finish. There was a brief period where R tied the game, and it lasted a second or two, and that was it. And FSG led by a fair margin the whole way, and they've done the same thing here on Lament. Pudsey doing a great job on lower. And this is the issue with R. The frag power is just... You have Murder and Watercator on the 2v2 spot. It's just not strong enough. Neither of them frag well at all, and that is showing strong right here. 20-point lead for FSG now. Let's watch Riven again. How's Central looking? Riven with 66 points on that Central position, and Cubit with only 46. So Riven dominating Central. And with 6 minutes left, are they going to make a change now? They're down 20. I think they've probably come to realize now if they keep it how it is, they're just going to... Clock's going to run out and they're going to lose. They got ground to make up now, and I don't think they can keep it how it is. We'll see if they make that switch. Cubit to top, Ram drop to Central. The thing is, too, if you put Ram on Central, he'll stabilize that point, but he can also help it lower a bit as well. Five minutes left, and the lead is growing still for FSG. 22 points now. They hold all 3 points as well. And impressive showing by FSG. Watercator moving over to help, but he needs to help his own point there as they have just got... Ugh. Just completely dominated on lower. No changes have been made yet. Lead continues to grow. It's approaching 25-point lead now. Let's see, have they made the switch? Ram drop is down here. Looks like they perhaps have finally made the switch. Looks like Ram drop is actually... He has switched, that's for sure. Looks like he's trying to play lower, though. As, well, surely lower is the point that's bled the most to all map long, so... Who went top, then? I guess Watercator went top? Cubit's still on Central. Yeah, Watercator switched to top, so that's the switch they're going to go with. We'll see. Let's watch Ram now. Who has switched to lower, try to stop that bleeding on lower. That is going to be tough, though. I feel like they should have made the switch with Cubit. I think that would have been better. Because the lead now is up to 30, and the lead has actually grown. As Upper is going to be getting more points now that Watercator's up there instead of Ram drop. And R is going to lose. They're going to the lower bracket. FSG yet to lose a map in playoffs. Three minutes left. They're down 30 points. I just can't see it. I do think they should have done the switch I suggested. I'm not saying it would have worked, but I think Cubit would have done better on top against Josh, number one, and Ramdrop would have really slowed that bleeding on Central and could have helped lower a bit. They're holding lower now for a while, so this helps. But I don't think they can do it. Is there enough time to come back? I don't think it's going to be possible. Because they're holding lower, but the other 2 points are still going to be losing. Central is still going to be Riven's. And Josh is probably doing better against Watercator up there, so... Yeah, I mean, they haven't closed the gap at all with this switch. They had to try something, of course. But this is not going to work. I guess they figured they had to send Ramdrop to the point that was losing the hardest, which of course was Watercator's point, but just not enough. What do you do? They don't have the options. $87.64, Central being won by Riven. No, let's just say, R they've lost. It is over. There's only a minute left. And they've closed the gap. It's really bad, but they haven't really closed it at all, to be honest. The lead is too great. Under a minute left. Ram gonna bypass Central as well. I think Ram should have been running through Central every time he spawned up there. But Ram can only do so much. What can he do? So very impressive game by FSG. Again, only 30 seconds left, and they have over a 30-point advantage. And will advance to play the winner of SD and Rel, I believe. FSG catching teams off guard, that's for sure. And I gotta give them props, well played. And they will win 2 maps straight right here. Pretty handily. Won both maps. So well done. Well done. Congrats, FSG. Good job. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Thanks for tuning in. I'm out of here.